I grew up going to church every Sunday, but never felt like I was meant to have a relationship with God. I just resigned to the fact when I started going to college that it just wasn't in the cards for me. In a series of a couple months, I had 2 unexpected deaths happen. I was taking the hardest classes I'd ever taken in my life. I was playing collegiate volleyball, and all of a sudden my hips started hurting so bad that I could barely walk, let alone play. And in the process of trying to get through that, I felt like God was the only thing that was still there. And so then it turned into like a 2-year process of God just working in my heart, one thing at a time. Things that I thought I couldn't live without, I was letting them go, not even by what I was doing, but just by looking at Him. He was taking care of the rest. I started going to stuff with the college-age ministry. After a year of being at Southeast, I ended up leaving for a mission trip for 2 months in Italy. I had fully planned to spend the summer working and bettering my applications for grad school, and that was my plan. And so it was like, okay, do I follow what my plan is and what the worldly expectations are, or do I follow what I feel like God's telling me to do? And that was hard for a couple weeks, but He showed up and just continued to make this really clear on my heart that it's where I was supposed to be. That trip was the most challenging, difficult, stretching, incredible experience of my life. We worked with West African refugees for 2 months. It's racism, like what we think of 1950s America is how it is over there between the Italians and the refugees. So we would talk to them in the streets to show them that somebody cares that they're there and that they exist. The group that we were with, it turned from 9 young people on this trip trying to figure things out to a team and a family. I came back and just trying to figure out how to combine that life in Italy with my life here in Louisville. I'm in the process, kind of in the gray area of trying to see what that looks like for my future, because I always thought I was going to go into one field, and now I'm not sure what He has for me. I feel like He might be leading me different directions, but I know that I want to go wherever He's going. Jesus made it really clear in Matthew 28 that we're all supposed to go and share His love with all of the nations. And whether you're sending or going, missions is part of being a Christian and deciding to follow Christ.